She was in the room with us. It was one of the first things that she had done with us. And then she didn't leave her side. She didn't leave her side. She was bringing us food. It was like the most incredible, now I'm going to cry, the bonding experience that you see. I'm like,
gosh.
I feel like we had her for Kylie.
Welcome to our next question, a place of discovery and not the final answer. I'm Chris Onit, the marriage and family therapist, and sitting next to me is Melanie Jones, part owner of Downey Park Counseling, and my wife.
Thanks for joining us. Let's get the conversation started.
Welcome to our next question. And we have, as always, when we have guests, they're very special guests. And so we have two very special guests today. They came as a pair. It's a married couple, Mark and Amy Williams.
Yay.
And today we're going to do 2 episodes with them. And today it is, what is your story? So we have a list of questions. We may or may not ask them, depending on how the conversation goes. We may have to redirect a lot given these 2 people.
For sure.
We are extra special.
So, but before we head into that, hi, Mel. How are we doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
Okay. I'm
Thanks,
sorry you have
Chris.
to hold your microphone
I
today.
know. I feel kind of special, though, holding it.
It looks like you could break out into song.
Well, we all know that's not a good
That's
idea.
gonna happen? Oh,
No.
okay.
I wish, but no.
But since our just recent conversation, if you have to belt something, you have to move it away from your face. Thank you,
Yes.
Amy, for that sound advice. Okay,
No
so let's get started. Let's.
Well, first we got to do. I feel like we should have an intro song for Caleb's Corner.
Oh no.
Or some.
Dun, dun,
No,
dun,
are you not
dun,
ready for
dun,
Caleb's
dun,
Corner? We can skip it.
Okay.
No
Spanish
pressure.
Flea?
I was trying to find some things before, and I just found one. Okay.
On the fly, baby.
So
What's going on in
apparently,
Caleb's Corner? I do have to ask that question.
Yeah.
the King of Hearts in a deck of cards is the only one without a mustache. So lock
Oh.
that away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is somehow
I think it's the only king without a mustache, not like the only card without a mustache.
right.
But
There you go.
unless there's a hidden mustache on every card.
Is there something about hearts and not having a mustache? Are you saying mustaches are unromantic? Is that what
What's-
you're concluding, sir?
What's the deeper message here?
I know.
I must ask you a question.
No mustache is more lovable.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. On to our question.
Icebreaker?
Icebreaker.
Okay.
Okay, I get to choose, so I feel very powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm going to go with what song brings up a memory every time you hear it.
Oh my gosh. What song doesn't?
Well, I know, but you got to pick one and tell the memory.
Oh boy, that's a lot of sifting. Do you have one?
I do, but I don't want to go first.
Well, no, you've had this.
Because ours might be the same, so if it is, I want to pick a different one.
Oh, then that would stump you up.
Okay, Caleb, do you have one?
What's coming to mind right now is Happy Birthday. Just a lot of birthday memories.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Wow, I didn't know that was an
a joke.
option.
That's a joke
Oh.
answer. I'm trying to think of something.
Okay.
Like, it really
Amy, do you have one?
I like off the top of my head. I can't think of one. Mark? PG?
Watch
Mark
your language,
loves,
sir.
The first song that comes to mind is Metallica's "Short of Straw."
Okay.
Because it takes me back when I started playing guitar, and that was one of my favorite songs, and it was a challenge to learn, and I played that one a lot. So
And okay, it's Metallica's
teenage
what?
years. Shortest Straw. The Shortest Straw.
Shortest Straw.
Yeah.
And what album is that from?
That's from their "Injustice for All" album.
Now you have to understand, Mark is what we call a metalhead, and he listens to all kinds of metal-y type music.
Well, the funniest part about that is Mark is also, or was at one time, our worship leader at church.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I love that.
And he and
He loves
it would
Jesus.
not
Don't get
normally
us wrong.
Pick me out as a metalhead. But,
No.
this
yeah.
is part of the reason you people are here today is because you're
'Cause you're a metalhead.
full of contradictions.
We're full of, yes, we are.
Oh,
Yes.
So thank you for your offering, Metallica.
I
Thank
did
you.
think of one.
Okay, good.
It's a hymn. It's "All Fly Away."
Oh,
yeah.
It's one that we used to on Sundays. My great grandpa lived to be 99, so I had to spend some time with him. We would go and visit him after church, and I would bring a guitar, and my uncle would bring a guitar, my mom would bring a harmonica, and my great grandpa would also play harmonica. And that was one of the songs we always did. So whenever that comes up, I remember my great grandpa.
Oh, I love that.
that is amazing.
And I love that song.
Well, I mean, that's one of the very songs I want played at my funerals.
Hey.
You've crushed us once
Caleb.
again, Caleb.
Call me. I'll be ready.
Awesome.
Okay, Chris, do you have one?
Well, okay, it's the pressure and on the spot thing. I don't know. It depends on like era in life and all this
It
stuff.
doesn't matter. Just pick one.
The Wood Song by the Indigo Girls. Was that the one?
That's a good.
It was one of mine.
The
It was
same
one of
exact
mine.
one?
That's a good
Yeah.
song.
Wow, you guys are twins.
I love the
I'm
Indigo
curious
Girls.
to
What?
Oh yeah, I love them. I mean,
We are
acoustic
huge
guitar,
Indigo Girls
yeah.
fans.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We've seen them like twice in concert.
I've never seen them, but I.
Oh my
Yeah.
word!
Next date.
We're-
Next.
Yeah.
We are
Group date.
Kismet. Is that what the right word is? Is that what?
I don't know. Don't
Is it
get
where-
distracted.
Anyway.
What's your
So
memory?
okay, oh geez, I may get emotional talking about this, but so the Indigo Girls, they were very popular in the '90s, and Mel and I started to listen to them, and their lyrics are deep and philosophical, and brilliant, I might add, and the harmonies and the guitar and all this other stuff. And so they had a song called the Wood Song, and it was about Noah's Ark, and it talks about the animals 2 by 2. And essentially the main line to the song is, and the wood is tired and the wood is old, and we'll make it fine if the weather holds. But if the weather holds, we will miss the point. And that's where we need to go. Because it has been with us in so many like perilous times in our lives,
Yes.
including our son having cancer. I mean, that was probably.
But do you remember the first time that we like looked at each other? Do you remember that memory?
Well, I mean, I've listened to it like 1,000 times since then. Please remind me.
We were okay. So our oldest boy Elijah
Oh,
started
gosh.
having seizures like
Oh.
8 hours after he was born, and so he was in the NICU for a while, which was kind of funny because he was this 10-pound baby, and there's all these preemies, and he's laying there like this Buddha baby.
Ginormous.
He was,
Huge.
and all the other babies were like surrounding him, like
Tiny.
bowing down to him. It's weird.
Anyways, that's not the memory.
Joseph's
But
story.
we were to the hospital all the time. I'd have to go feed
Oh,
him and all
gosh.
this stuff. And we're driving, and we're both just like quiet, sitting there. And Indigo Girls was in there, and the Wood Song came on.
Oh.
And we both just looked at each other and just started bawling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is. Oh my gosh.
I didn't even know that.
Yes. Hey, look it up, people. You will not be disappointed.
Such a good song.
So.
So is that yours too?
That was one of mine.
Okay.
I have a funnier one though. Do you have one?
The first thing that came to my mind, it doesn't spark a memory, but it's like my favorite hymn, and it as well.
Oh, sure.
And so it just is one of those songs where no matter what you're going through, it just brings you back. Like
100%.
obviously the author of that song and how she lost
Yes.
everything, and then it just goes.
Wait, it was a woman? I thought it was a dude.
Was it a dude that? Oh no, you know what it is? I just taught before we came here in my little Bible class for co-op.
Uh-huh.
'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus.
Oh.
And that's who I was thinking about.
Oh, yes. You're
But yes, this
conflating
story,
memories.
Yes,
Yes.
they're crossing over. So it was a dude that wrote it as well.
Okay.
But, and then there's another one, I just called to say, and that was a memory that my grandma and I used to sing that to each other when I used to call her.
Yeah.
I love you.
The Stevie Wonder.
I guess
As
I
you
am
know,
singing in
Amy,
the
as you
episode.
now know, Amy can sing.
Well, ish.
And Mark can too.
And Mark can too.
Ish,
Ooh, they have all the
please.
gifts.
Please.
Okay. Mel?
Okay, so one of mine is, because it's one of my favorite memories, is Kiss by Prince.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's saying all
I thought
these
you were going to be like the rock band Kiss. That was
No.
weird. That took a weird, dark
I
turn. Anyway.
Don't like Kiss.
With the tongue.
No, Kiss by Prince, because our middle boy, River,
Oh
who
my
was
gosh.
nothing but trouble in school, but fun trouble. He
Fun
was
trouble.
always in trouble.
He was
But
never
anyways,
malicious. He was always looking for the laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was hilarious. Always shenanigans. Always.
And made the teachers laugh too.
Yeah.
Or cry.
Well, but so he and his friend, and his friend was, one of his best friends was Draco. That was really
boy.
his name, Draco.
Yes.
So I guess they were having a donation and people were bringing clothes in. So he and Draco raided the clothes box.
Right.
And found all these older women shirts, like shirts, silky, gaudy, florally.
Sure.
So
All the things.
okay, so that happened, and then I was somewhere running errands or something. I came home and he had been waiting for me. Like he was watching and waiting, because when I opened the door, he came sliding out of the hallway in one of the shirts, and then these gold lame pants that he had had for a
for a costume.
Halloween costume. And he started, the song was playing, he started singing it.
Oh, he must have.
I was dying. It was hilarious.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So every time I hear Kiss,
Oh,
by
that's
Prince,
awesome.
I think of River.
What a way to redeem Kiss.
Redeem Kiss.
No, I don't want to.
Don't do it.
Start singing it. But anyway, I'm banned from certain artists trying to sing certain artists. Anyway, awesome, great question.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay.
Well, okay. So we're at the moment we all been waiting for. You want to hear about this couple? You want to hear from them and their journey as far as their relationship, their life up and down. And then next episode, we're going to talk about what is community, because these folks are really good at community. They will not go up to you and tell you that. But from what we've seen, yes, they are. So, okay. So the first impression I would get from you guys is that you are different. I mean, each of you different from the other. Opposites?
I'm glad you've clarified that.
One is a man
different.
and one is a woman. No, of course that would. You're different, but you're
We're
the
not
same.
stating all of the obvious things.
But your personalities are very different.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Oh, you want me?
Yes, please.
In what ways are you different?
I'm tall.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
short.
They're never having us back.
And you used to wear glasses until you defected.
Well, if I don't have my contacts in, I better be wearing them.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good question. I would probably say I'm more patient.
Oh, we're just going there.
We're going.
Oh, guy, that would.
I was going to say introverted.
I would. That's what I was thinking.
I am more naturally introverted, but just from being in sports and leadership, you just learn how to adapt. So I'm very comfortable with people in conversations, but I'm more rejuvenated through being introverted.
Oh,
so.
and you tend to be a little quieter, a little cards a little closer to the chest type thing.
I'd say I'm very open. I love having conversations, but I'm very content to be quiet too.
Right.
That's why I'm more relaxed.
And I would say some friends that know us may even be surprised by that.
Right. Yeah.
Because I feel like maybe when we were younger or first married, we were married in our early 20s. He was a little bit more introverted, I'd say. And I feel like now he's been in leadership in multiple areas. I feel like people might not. But really that just means he gets more filled up.
I mean, I'm a lot like my father. I'm quick-witted and I love humor but I'm certainly not going to be the one running out to the dance floor.
Does the quick wit get you in trouble sometimes? Because it seems
Yes.
like it would get me in trouble, like impulsive wise.
Oh, it does.
I just want to.
Does it get me in
say
I think
something
so.
Oh, yeah.
that pops into my head?
Well, I figure if they're laughing, I'm okay.
Unless
Now,
they're like looking
little
sideways. and
sidebar
going,
here. Little different than my dad. He is very quick-witted, and he almost doesn't care what situation he's in. Sometimes we've been in meeting with clients before, and he makes some political joke.
Oh boy!
And it's you never know, right? In the business setting, like we're sitting around with about 8 people from one of my customers, and he cracks some joke, and they were just dying laughing. It was hilarious. I'm going, that guy just. He doesn't
You wanna be
care.
like
He
him
can
when you
just
grow up.
crack a joke.
Because that
and
could
make
go
everybody
either
laugh.
way.
It can absolutely, and he would know how to adjust very quickly on that.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's just he was willing to go there, and that's why my dad's my dad.
Also, I think I'm still funny and quick-witted.
Oh, you're
too.
very funny and
That's not how
quick-witted.
we're
You are.
differing.
Oh, I thought
Very
we were
funny.
different
Mel laughs
there.
at me all the time.
So, Amy,
I don't
you're-
actually
but
think I'm that funny.
You
though.
are.
What kind of the way we see it is, Amy, you're a little more out there than Mark is.
In the best positive way, though.
Look, I love how he's
Brother
not
Chris.
they're different.
You're
Amy's
not
kind of
wearing
out
that
there.
Amy's
outside.
out there. I would say
She's
that
more
I
outgoing,
am
for
going to
sure.
be the first one on the
She's
dance floor.
extroverted.
Yeah.
I am very extroverted.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm not around people very often, I get sad. I know Mel's very content to just be by herself, but
her
then I'm like,
plans and her
please go
property.
out with me because I need friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, Mel.
But Mel needs that too.
No, she
Oh,
does.
yeah.
She
And
loves-
I know
yeah.
she knows that she needs that. But I'm the one that's going to be like, you want to go out?
Yeah.
Yes.
You better pursue
Thank
her.
God for
Yeah.
people like and friends like you.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your guys, each of your backgrounds. What's the elevator speech with the house you grew up in, where you came from, and Amy, we'll start with you.
Okay. I did not. I think a lot of people start here, but I did not grow up in a Christian home. But what was really cool looking back at my upbringing is I always had friends that invited me to church.
Wow.
Like I could pick, okay, we would move here and move there, and I would have like evangelical Bible believing friends
Whoa.
that would say, do you want to come to church with me? And my parents thought church was a good idea.
Oh,
and so
my
they would
word.
like take me and drive me there and drop me off. And so I can just see God's hand
Totally.
on all that. So that was really cool. In high school, I was baptized, and
So when you came to the Lord in high school?
actually my stepmom and dad became believers, and I became a believer. I think I was 11 years old,
Oh wow.
and we were driving in the back of a car. My stepmom's like keeping it cool, you just confess your sins and you invite Jesus into your heart, and I go, well, I want to do that, and she pulls the car over.
Wow.
And I was like, this must be a big deal because she pulled the car over.
Oh, wow.
And so my parents weren't believers. So even before then, I would always go to church, but then I would fold my hands. I'm little, so I would fold my hands under the table.
I see.
I was like by myself, like I want to pray for
Covert.
my food.
Sure.
And then high school, I kind of went off the rails a little bit.
Yeah.
She was out there.
I was out there. I was a little out there.
Out there.
That's where it started. No. And then after, partying and unsatisfying things was boring and
Yeah.
not fulfilling, I was like, what am I doing? I'm looking around at all my friends going, are they even friends? Like, what
Wow.
are we doing? And so
I was very advanced for a kid, high schooler.
well, this was college now.
Okay,
so I
college.
graduated.
So,
So,
okay.
this was partying a little
Sure.
college, and then maybe sophomore year of college.
Okay.
And I grabbed my Bible, and I went to an evangelical free church with one of my friends in high school, and I was like, well, I'm going to pick one of those. And I went in Stockton, and I went to one of this church, and this church, I think that the youngest person, and I loved this church because they were so sweet to me. They were 80 and older.
Oh, of course.
Right? It was like,
Jeez,
I was looking around going, okay, God wants me to be at church, but I don't think this is my church.
Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't give up on church.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't give up.
church is old people. I ain't going.
So I went by myself to a restaurant in Stockton, the Creamery, which is no longer there.
Oh.
And I had my Bible with me. And I remember being nervous to have my Bible with me.
Oh, of course.
Like, this is not my identity. Like, I
Isn't
feel
that
like
something?
it is, but I was nervous about it. And I was sitting there with my Bible,
What was
reading
your
my Bible.
identity?
I was, I was still kind of lost. I was still a little out there. Like,
sure.
God was still
Okay.
calling me to himself, really. I was a believer, but, I was
Yes.
still like just new Christian. And I had a friend in one of my college classes, and she goes, oh, are you a Christian? I go, well, yeah, I didn't know how to answer that. She goes, oh, you need to go. I have this group, and you need to come, and it's going to be so great. And I was like, okay, Lord, like this was obviously meant to be.
This is going way too fast.
Yes. Went to this group. It was amazing. She never showed.
What?
And I was like, you know what? That's okay. Because like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so it was a church. There were groups of people from, University of Pacific.
UOP, yeah.
And some of them went to Quail Lakes Baptist. And so I ended up going to Quail Lakes Baptist.
Okay.
And then I met the man of my dreams.
His
At
name was
youth
Steve.
Yes, Steve. Had to take him out early.
Throat punch.
So that's the elevator version. I feel like I'm trying to keep it. It's
That was
hard.
great.
It's hard to
Now,
go.
you
Which
grew up
direction
in the
do I go?
foothills, right?
Yes. Well, technically, we moved around a little bit, but up by like Dodge Ridge, up mountains,
Oh,
like
wow.
ski town.
Mountain
and then we
people.
live, and then we did eventually, then Twain Hart, and then we came back to Stockton after, in college, I came back to Stockton.
I see. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
the hill people, they're different.
They are.
I mean, hill and
They're
beach people.
better.
Hill
I
and
don't
beach
have to
people
tell
can
you.
be a little
I'm a
off
hill
the
person
rails.
too.
So Mel grew up in the hills.
I mean, that's why I love you so much.
Right?
Kindred
mountain
spirits.
girls. Mountain girls.
We're both out there a little bit. We're a little crunchy.
That is super true.
It is
Yes.
true. Maybe that's
Thank
where we
you,
get it.
mountains.
So the other, there's been discussions around our place about AI and whether or not you're cheating doing it and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And if you start using AI, you're not going to be able to do anything else because you'll
Right.
go dumb. And I'm like, wait a second. And
Go dumb.
I asked.
Well, if you're not smart in the first place, then you might as well go for AI.
Oopsie.
We
Yeah,
talking about, Chris. You're talking about just
Use
the-
the
I
tools
didn't
you
name
got.
any names.
No, but Mel was sitting there, and I asked. There was 3 of you were sitting there, or something like that. I go, "Oh, come on! How many of you know how to churn butter?" And Mel goes, "I do." It's like nobody knows how to churn
I've
butter.
definitely made butter.
So,
See?
but my point was, those are skills that are essentially lost because we have all these other conveniences. But it doesn't mean we still can't do other things.
It was just a mason jar. I wasn't really churning. Did you have a churn?
Oh, we had
an actual churn?
Not my mom, an older lady that I was always at her house.
Oh, the mentor.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Mason jar.
Loved her.
That's awesome.
Anyways, back
That's
on
awesome.
topic.
Yes, back on topic. So that is
Mel.
okay. Thank you, Mark. What is your background, family?
Yeah, well, you didn't even mention like siblings or anything in yours.
Because he said elevator version, so I'm like, which way do I go?
Okay. Well,
Wait, you had siblings?
Well, I'm an only child from my mom and dad.
Okay.
And then they divorced before I was 2.
Okay.
And my stepdad had kids. My dad had 3 more kids with his new wife. But
Oh, wow.
no one ever lived with me.
Oh, wow.
So I still was raised an only child.
Yeah.
So technically there's 8.
Wow.
But I'm
wow.
not really, I mean, I am close to some of them, but I never, well, Jesse, I think I'm closest to my brother, Jesse.
Maybe, yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't grow up with them.
Didn't grow up with them.
So like half siblings and
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Halves and steps.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's that could be a different world.
Yeah, so I grew up an only child, which is very different than how Mark grew up.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm one of 6 kids.
Wow.
I've been a believer since I can remember. You know, as a kid growing up in the church.
Well, wait, you were either Catholic or
Yeah, you were
No, I'm just-
Catholic,
yeah.
or usually it was a Catholic back then was the thing. They didn't say Mormon usually at that point in time. But
with 6 kids. I mean.
yeah, exactly. So I was also a missionary kid. So I don't remember. I was only 6. I was 6 when my parents were done in the mission field. But I was born in
Oh,
Hawaii.
you missed all the cool stuff.
I know, but I was born in Hawaii.
Oh,
So that was kind of cool.
I mean, it was Hawaii. Don't
But
feel sorry for him.
Yeah. yeah.
Right.
Rough
So we-
mission
It wasn't
field.
Hawaii. It
Yeah.
was
So
pretty.
my parents had moved to Hawaii with YWAM, and
Oh.
then came back about when I was 6. So my brothers, I have two other brothers, and we were all born there. So that's all I remember is being a Christian. My grandparents are Christians, and
Wow.
and so that's kind of our legacy. So went to private school, kind of growing up, and played sports, every sport we could,
Right.
and I loved it, and rode our bikes around the neighborhood, all the kind of stuff that
love
hardly
that.
anybody does today.
Free reign.
Yes, free range children.
Yes, exactly. You hurt yourself, just
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
Feral, really.
Yeah,
Feral.
feral,
No.
really.
Yeah.
They were awesome, actually. That's not true.
Music was always part of our family heritage. So my grandfather, my mom's dad, and her mom, they were both they sang in a quartet, and were always singing in church. And so my mom played piano, and she sings, she sang opera, and she loves to sing
Wow.
in chorale. Even to
She
this
still
day.
sings in chorale, yeah.
So we always had music around and sports. So both of those were kind of, equally found in my family. Through most of my siblings do both of those things.
Could you combine those musical sports? Would that be?
There might be a new Olympic game we could come up
There
with.
you go. Well, hey.
Just come up with something.
Glad I
like
thought.
curling.
Banana, what is it? The banana,
Oh, yes.
what is it
The
called?
team, the baseball team.
The baseball team, the
Savannah
banana.
Bananas.
Savannah
Savannah
Bananas.
Bananas, yes.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
desperately want to go to
that's,
one of
that's
those
pretty
games.
cool, but
I
you would
know.
not catch me
Sorry.
probably doing that.
Off topic.
This is lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to play baseball, and then you can do all that fun stuff.
I'll teach you how to
wow.
dance.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was kind of my background. Played Little League. Yeah, baseball is my favorite sport.
Okay.
Forever. I was kind of encouraged to go in that direction career-wise. So I went to UOP and played baseball there. And
Go Tigers.
Yep, go Tigers. But then I kind of found out like that's not really my passion to do that. And so kind of wandered a little bit trying to figure out, and eventually
So there was no injury or
No injuries
not
is
totally
more
good at this.
just desire.
Or-
Like you get to a point, you're like, I don't really know what I want to do, but I know it's not this, for the rest of my life. So,
okay.
So I did kind of what my dad always said. Well, if you're not going to go to school, you work. So got a job and started working. And then that's kind of what brought, how I met Amy was she started coming to Quail, and I grew up at Quail Lakes Baptist Church.
Oh, okay.
And I was leading worship for high school youth ministries. I was involved in youth ministries. And then the college group, they would always grab me to, lead worship or something like that. And so we kind of met at college group at that point.
So she was a new gal to college group.
She was a new gal to college group.
That's exactly how I met my babe.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. That's
yeah. But
Trying to have the
big
filter.
family, and she loved the big family. Like she's only child, and either you're turned off by a big family,
right,
or you love it. So, but we were
the
fun
extrovert over here.
Well, and we're a fun group. We really we laugh. We're cracking jokes, making fun of each other all the time.
It was a party.
Love each
Every time
other.
I'd go over, we'd have dinner. It was like a party without being an actual party.
Yeah.
Right? It was
That's your place. You're
growing
Yes.
up.
okay, so maybe you're not as different as I thought, right? Especially if you have other family members that are out there.
Oh, I do. I have.
And then it's like,
his sisters
hey,
and I
you're
are
one of
like
us.
actual blood sisters. We're a lot alike.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very, very similar.
We're all out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Well,
Chris
so
would
there's
call
something
us.
at home. There was something about that was at home for you. It's like I know what to do with crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, he does chaos well.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's true though.
I had a lot of
He's
practice.
Yeah, it was a lot of. It was chaotic fun.
well, that's the point, right?
And I was like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a big family.
Oh,
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I always wanted a lot of kids.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom missed out.
Yeah.
there you go. Wow.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
That's-
so you met at church,
Mhm.
and how old were you guys when you got married?
23.
I was almost 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
22 and 23.
Was it pretty quick, or like you decided no, we're simpatico here. We're
Let's see
getting
what
married.
Mark says.
Within 2 weeks, I knew I was going to marry her
Nice.
after dating her, but I
I would
didn't
have
tell
run
her
for the
that.
hills if I knew that.
I didn't tell her that. I told my
That's a
mom
red
that.
That
flag,
would have
by the way.
scared me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
if someone after 2 weeks says, you're the love of my life, we
Yeah.
got to get married, that's a...
No, Chris, I didn't say she's the love of my life. I said, I'm going to marry her.
Oh, I see.
Huh, interesting. Well, here's the thing. I think
hooks
the
in
reason why I would have run for the hills is because I still was figuring out my identity in Christ. And so here's this great Christian guy that grew up in this great Christian home, and I was feeling
Oh.
like, is he gonna, like, there's, I have some skeletons, right? Is this Christian guy, like all those things, like, is this Christian guy, and not really understanding the gospel fully, and not really understanding like what Christ did on the cross.
Wow.
And going, he's not perfect, but in my mind, I'm like, he was on the pedestal, like this guy. Is
Wow, sure.
Like, so
Yeah.
it's a little blemished. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's just say I had to be patient for a little while
Oh,
for her to come
you're
around.
such a great guy, Mark.
my
It's
gosh,
so
wow.
amazing that you did that.
I'm glad someone else here feels that way, not just me.
To answer the question, though, I think it was about two and a half
Yeah, it was
years
about 2.5
that we
years,
dated,
yeah.
and then we had
Yeah,
a
almost
6-month
3.
engagement.
Okay.
So it wasn't super fast, I'd
Wow.
say. Like we,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we were together.
No,
so we dated for a while.
Yeah, we just hung out, and I really loved her family too, and they're boaters, so they always had a boat, in Stockton. We'd go water skiing or different things like that.
Okay.
And
My favorite.
Yeah, it really got along with them.
So you
well.
brought Mark home, and they weren't like, well, what's up with this guy?
Oh, no,
were
they
like,
loved
No,
him.
so welcoming. Yeah,
Oh, they
Okay.
loved him. Oh,
Yeah.
for
You
sure.
mean he plays guitar too?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That is the one. I was like, okay. He was playing guitar up there, and I'm like,
Yep.
Okay.
trying to have a filter.
Can we put a pause for
Where
a
our
second here? We'll
conversation's
be right
being
back.
recorded. So, no, I just was very attracted to him. Like, okay, like this guy leading worship. It was just, it was a really good thing, Chris. That's all I'm
Whatever I
saying.
could do to get my hooks into
Yes.
him.
And I wasn't looking to date at that time either. So
Okay.
I didn't. I just wasn't even thinking like that. So she kind of pursued. She definitely pursued me at the very beginning. I'm like, I wasn't catching the
It's like you-
cues.
Do you agree,
Yeah.
Amy?
I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no shame about it.
Yeah.
So that's funny. So then you leave church, and then you're on your way home, and you see Amy standing on the street corner, waving at you. And
Wait,
then
why am I on a street
Well,
corner?
I don't mean that. That didn't sound right. You pass by the coffee shop, and there she
Okay.
is watching you go by. And then you get home, and there she is, hanging out on the front lawn or whatever. She's
Yeah.
pursuing you. That's the joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe you can edit that. Like you both hold pretty traditional Christian beliefs.
Yes.
Yet people would also say, describe you as some of the most approachable and welcoming people that they know. I mean, am I right in that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Where did that come from?
Well, I mean, I know from well, even your parents are the same way. They're very welcoming people. My family was too.
With whomever.
With whomever. Yeah. From my family's perspective, though, because they were believers, who understood their condition very well, meaning fallenness and their sin.
Sure.
Their perspective always growing up was always helping neighbors, friends, family, strangers, you name it. So it was
that's
never
incredible.
Like growing up was never about behavior, although we had to behave. I got swatted quite a bit with my brothers, but
okay, well,
it was never tied to behavior. Was never tied to like your value as a Christian or your place as a Christian. It was, we were being disciplined because we needed to be people that learned self-control. So that would come from our
wasn't like,
values.
What's wrong with you?
But yeah, it wasn't, well, you're not being a good Christian or any kind of language like that ever. My parents always turned that around to, this is why you need rescuing.
Wow.
And this is why you need Christ. So I was very blessed to have parents who studied the word.
Wow.
And, debated and you name it, but would always submit to God's authority.
Okay.
In that, even in their parenting,
Wow.
So I had the honor to grow up under that tutelage and later, it's probably later high school or after high school that I actually asked my dad to disciple me. And that's when we would walk through that started out with, okay, well, I've got a tape series, because that's when it would have been.
Thank you for dating yourself. Yes.
R.C. Sproul on the study of Romans, and that's where we started. And I was
that's some juice.
Bored out of my mind at first listening to R.C. Sproul on Romans because it was so foreign to me. And I would say today I would go to sleep with his voice in my head, reading through scripture. I mean, I just learn I just appreciate him. But I was young and I didn't understand, and I was just.
But even
really
as a
being
kid,
challenged.
you weren't. Oh, Dad, you're so square.
No, nothing like that. No, but that was a big.
You respected your father.
I think that was what my parents have always done, and they do that today with the grandkids as well. And they're first one's there for you, praying for you, picking kids up or whatever they need to do. That's what they do.
So
they
would you
model
describe them as like sacrificial?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's incredible.
They're amazing, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and part of sacrifice isn't just, I don't know who I am, so I just sacrifice. Part of it is I know exactly who I am.
Yeah.
And so I'm able to sacrifice.
Yeah. And to my parents, money holds no value to them, realistically. You know what I mean? And they've had a lot and had a little, all those things too. But they've never had their worth tied to that. They were always willing to give it up.
Wow.
And give it to others.
What if that's that missionary background, or that's part of that personality that gets into missions?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, well, I'd say yes. The reason I would say underneath all of it is their understanding of the generosity that God has for his children.
Wow.
That's where it led them towards mission work and to that lifestyle of living that way with their neighbors.
Okay.
And I grew up in the house that my grandfather built, so it's generational.
Oh, wow.
And my parents bought that from them and took care of them when they aged, and then took care of my mom's grandparents when they aged, all of that. So they just modeled that lifestyle of how you take care of one another. Sacrificially.
Wow.
It was hard for them, especially with my grandmother, my last grandmother, when she passed away, taking care of her and dementia and all these things that kind of happen with that. And they're aging, themselves and but it was, even though it was hard, there was just no question. That's just what you do, so. Yeah.
So I guess, any thoughts you have on that question about being both like.
Were your parents hospitable?
For sure. They have housed people. I feel like, they're not believers yet. they're pre-believers, I call them, just because I just pray and pray.
Oh.
We've had so many amazing conversations.
Wait. So some a set of parents you had were believers, and a set isn't.
The set I didn't grow up with ended up becoming believers. So my stepmom and my dad ended up becoming believers, and I only saw them maybe once a year.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
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 And
So-
then your mom and stepdad are pre-believers.
yes.
Okay. And are those the ones you live close to? Mm-hmm. Aha. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so they're very generous. They're very
Yes.
giving. They're yes, they love community. I feel like they're just missing that most important
Right.
thing,
Yeah.
right? It just feels like,
Yeah, both really hard workers. Have modeled that in their lives. Generous. They love to have fun. So we go on a lot of vacations with them. I mean, that
Nice.
was something Amy told them years. Like, for Christmas, we don't want gifts. We just want time with you.
So I
And
love
so that
that.
turned into trips and things
So
that
that's
we would do with them.
experiences.
yes.
Yes.
So they're always joking about inheritance. I'm like, we don't care about inheritance.
Just use it all up.
Use it, and then if you want, let's go out to eat. Let's go explain. We want to hang out with you. And so those have been
Wonderful.
the last 5 years or so that we've been able to go on trips with them, just to hang
Nice.
out and do things. It's
Well,
like,
it's been longer than that.
I mean, we've
been going on
we've
trips
gone
for a
every
year.
year. I'm
Yeah.
saying in lieu of, like, they do that anyways, but
Yeah.
in lieu of Christmas gifts.
Oh,
and
yes.
Oh, right
yes,
on.
Yeah.
yeah. So we love that. They're
Yeah.
very giving.
So have
and-
you guys been able to kind of carry this on with your kids? Because now you have kids that are grown up and out of the house and having babies.
I'd say, yeah. I'd say we definitely try to make memories with our kids. We love our kids. We have great relationships with our kids. We have two
Right on.
married kids. One just had a baby last week.
That's right.
We're grandparents. Sorry.
Yes.
Shameful, amazing new life.
Yeah.
Anyways, amazing. I love it. And then we have our daughters due in 4 months. And so
No
we
kidding.
have two
Our oldest,
grandbabies.
yeah.
Yeah. Kylie is having a
I
baby
told
in
you.
June.
I told you this.
But I don't listen to things.
Of course not.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So Kylie and Deshaun in
Whoa,
June.
and they'll be
So
close. Do they know what they're having?
a girl.
Oh.
So we just
wow.
had a boy,
told her
Maverick,
that
and we
too.
just had a girl. That's okay.
You tell me all the
You can
things.
be told again. I don't mind.
Yeah.
So that's a new.
It's a good
fun
reminder for me, too.
stage.
So,
So part of this, and then what I'm seeing here is both of your parents enjoyed people,
Oh yeah.
yes, very much.
enjoyed being around people, and as an extension, enjoyed being around you guys, and not just good, you're back again, kid, or you walk out of the bedroom and they're like, oh, okay, and that's amazing. Okay. Well, okay. So given your strong faith, your strong relationship with each other, what are some of the things in your marriage that have been like milestones for you, maybe extreme challenges that you've really seen God's hand?
I'm like, which time are you going to
challenges
talk
we've
about?
overcome. I don't know if I
No.
can find any. No.
This is a safe place. It is
right.
counseling,
Nobody's
so
gonna
this
hear
is
this.
like we're not even paying for this. This is free counseling.
No one
babe.
listens
You
to
let
this.
it loose.
I mean, it could be a number of things. One of the things I'm thinking, just to know you guys, is you had a baby nearly in you weren't quite 40.
Almost 40, a month away.
Yeah, she
Almost
had
40.
a geriatric pregnancy.
That's right.
Loves to point that out,
Yes,
doesn't he?
my dear and wonderful friend Todd likes to remind her of.
That's right. A geriatric.
Love that guy.
pregnancy. Golly.
Well, and isn't that like anything over 35?
It's anything over 35.
It's pretty old. It's
Good
up there.
gravy.
I'm just
35.
saying.
You're a whippersnapper.
Find a better name.
But I was bragging that we had all of our kids before we were 30.
Yeah.
And so that's where I went wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's if I didn't brag, no, Layla, our youngest is the biggest joy.
Oh, she's
and
amazing.
she's
amazing.
incredible.
She's
Yeah.
amazing. So
She's sweetheart.
Yes.
So how was that? I mean, that's a thing.
A curveball.
Did you? I mean, I'm guessing it
threw
was
a wrench in our plan, but God wasn't surprised.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
exactly it. Like
Yeah.
you thought, oh, we're done with kids.
Yeah,
It's
we were.
cool. We're gonna be young.
Joke
grand-"
about that, like, we're
Yeah.
done. This is great.
and all of a sudden, whoopsie.
like
I mean,
babe,
I
did
just
this
started
happen?
doing martial arts
Yeah, I
at
have
that
no
point. Shortly before that, and so we're like, all right, different stage of life, and
Yeah.
with my business and you name it, and yeah, we're like, oh, we're starting all over again.
That's
Yeah.
walk me through that. How was that? Was that like, oh my word?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
I said sometimes we were busy, and so I said we would go have milkshakes back in the day. So I'd be like, babe, today's a milkshake day. Like, I just need to connect with you. So we'd go like to Denny's or whatever was open. Usually it was Denny's because it was late, maybe 11 o'clock at night. Sneak out and just try to go get connection. And I said, okay, I'm going to tell you something, and it's not a joke.
Oh, this is awesome.
And I showed him a picture on my phone of the pregnancy test. Is it okay if I share the full details of what you said?
Yeah, we want the full details of what he said.
Yeah, I'd just come back from karate, and it was Perco's we went to.
Oh, okay, wow, you had a good memory.
Because we always went there.
Burned into his head. Are you kidding me?
We didn't usually go to Denny's near our house. We would go to Perco's.
Yeah, you're right.
Right
Perco's
there.
is better.
Yeah, and so I just came back from training, and Amy's like, yeah, let's meet up, for milkshake or whatever. And so we did, and then she told me.
Yeah. And
then I said, holy like it was like
they're going to have to edit that out.
They will.
Children?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's,
that's honest.
That was really, it was
sometimes
like,
that's the only word that'll
So-
do, Mark.
and I don't
we
cuss
both
unless I'm trying to make somebody laugh.
cried, and it was like, you know what, this is God's plan, and it's
Yeah.
going to be great. But we were
it's
blown
not-
sideways.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what it
Well,
was.
it's not like you're in high school and you're like, no, my life. It's
Right.
like you're pretty well established.
Oh, yeah.
The relationship is.
But
We have
still, you
4
have one
kids.
thing in
Yes.
mind.
4 kids. Oldest is going into high school.
Yes.
And the youngest is turning 10.
Oh,
So we
my
have,
gosh.
so it's
What a
9
spread.
years. So everyone, it was very much a surprise. It was just not the direction that we thought that our life was going in, right?
Sure.
We were having a high schooler. Actually, she wasn't going into high school. She was going into her senior year.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember.
There's a 17-year difference. So
Built-in childcare.
Our
that's
kids are
right.
amazing. They really have been built in childcare.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yes.
interesting.
Yeah,
that
so
was-
definitely a surprise. More surprising than having our first. Because we kind of were like,
Absolutely.
Oh, I bet.
we're married, like we want to have kids, like whatever,
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah,
that
this is
comes,
the
it
natural
comes. Like,
progression
we're-
of things.
Yeah, this was like, oh, we're so done. We got to, our oldest going in, is her senior year of high school, and they're about almost 3 years apart. Down the road, all the way down the line, except for, the last, what we thought were the last 2.
When you have so many
They're
kids,
like a
you
year
don't
and a
know
half
which.
apart.
Lose track, yes.
Yeah, you lose track.
Yeah.
And so you have a total of 4 kids?
5.
Why do I always forget a kid with you guys?
I don't know.
There's some floating kid out there
Kylie,
somewhere.
Luke, Daniel, Tessa, Layla at the end.
Tess, that's who I was forgetting. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry,
Okay.
Tess.
I'm so sorry, Tess. When you listen to
Yeah,
this,
definitely a surprise and excited at the same time. I mean, this is
I bet.
God's creation. So it's like, okay, all right, well, here we go, and all of course, all of our friends were, of course, happy for us and everything.
Oh,
too.
I laughed at you guys when I first started.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, well, you're just
we
joking,
had
right?
nothing. Like we had no babies, like zero baby stuff. Like I was like,
Well, isn't
I'm
that
just getting rid of
something?
stuff. I'm like, I don't like to keep
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, I had nothing.
Yeah.
We had not a crib, not a stroller. We had nothing.
Isn't that
Yeah.
something?
So we did though, because we have lots of friends, and we certainly did have stuff after that. But
Can you describe to me being a parent of a baby and a toddler in your 40s as opposed to being one in your 20s?
Do you want to start first?
go ahead. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking.
Boy, so from a man's perspective, I was way more mature.
Yes, I can imagine.
In the 40s, and you're not. When you have your first child, most time you're like listening to every breath.
Yes,
and then there's those.
Yes,
your infant's pauses.
Yes.
On their breaths, or you're like, something wrong? Looking at their
Yes.
stomach. Are they still breathing? Like, all those things, and then after more kids, you become more
The paper
comfortable,
plates.
and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Everything's going to break. Kind of idea, and changing diapers and all those things, and learning that, and the sleep or lack of sleep.
Oh, sure.
Mostly for my wife, which she'll share. That I can sleep through just about everything. But yeah, then you're going through that,
You jerk.
in your
Not a
40s
gift.
now, and I just there's a lot that you're just comfortable. This is
Right on.
easy in a lot of ways from from knowing what to do. Not
Okay.
necessarily from Amy's perspective of nursing and lack of sleep and all these
Yeah,
other things, but
yeah.
we're experienced, in that sense.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
and then having older siblings the youngest was 10 years older.
Oh, sure.
And Kylie was 17. So it's a different experience having an infant and a toddler with older kids.
Oh my gosh.
And who
And they all
can
adore
help
her.
and
And
adore
Layla,
her.
she just came with an amazing, joyful, content personality.
Yeah.
She was the
Still to this day.
still to this day, we showed up here. She wants to give Auntie Mel a hug. I can't leave until please tell Auntie to come
Which is
out.
the best. I would
She
not
just-
want to miss that.
Anywho, so she just really is sweet and kind and amazing.
Right on.
And we needed her, right? We
Not
didn't
like
know
those
that-
other kids you had.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. We corrected our mistakes. No.
I have to say though that
Finally, we're serious this time.
our oldest doesn't like change, and she had a hard time with
Yeah.
it. So my entire pregnancy, we're best friends. Like we're really close knit. I didn't talk to her about my pregnancy.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so I'm like, I would go get I need a new maternity shirt, but normally it'd be like, hey, you want to go shopping? I wouldn't even ask her to go.
Oh wow.
So it was like, you know what, God has to work on her heart here. Like this isn't.
Sure.
And there were people we went to, of course, Redeemer Church at the time with you guys, and there were women in our lives that we didn't even know were talking to Kylie, like, hey, you might want to talk to your mom about being in the room. Like, have you thought about it? 3 different women.
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
And so Kylie comes to me, we don't really talk about Bruno, we don't talk about the baby. And
Bruno?
so, we
Bruno?
don't talk
don't know
about
the song.
Bruno. We also have young
What?
kids in the house.
Wait.
Movie
You can't
reference.
just.
It's a movie reference
I have no
Encanto.
idea what this is
from
about.
Encanto. We just watched it. Sorry,
Oh.
we're still raising kids, so we're in the
it.
Disney
I'm
whatever it is.
Chris
Yes.
is out of the Disney.
I am out of the
I'm
Disney
sorry,
loop
Chris.
entirely.
I'm sorry, Chris. We don't
Okay.
talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yes,
That's
you'll
all I
watch
know.
it later, so you guys know what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
Chris
with
is
your,
like-
with your
I've seen it. I
grandboys,
have
with
seen it
your
with my-
grandbabies,
yeah.
and your girls.
Yes.
Chris is over here like, is there another kid I don't know about? Who's Bruno?
Yeah, right.
Well, but anyway.
So she comes to me and said, "Do you think I could be in the room, like
my
when
gosh.
she's born?" And I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm like,
Right.
of course, I would love to. And it was just a huge thing.
Yeah.
She was in the room with us. It was one of the first things that she had done with us, and then she didn't leave her side. She didn't leave her side. She was bringing us food. It was like the most incredible. Now I'm gonna cry. The bonding experience that you
Oh
see. I'm
my
like,
gosh.
I feel like we had her for Kylie. Like she
Oh
grew so
my
much.
word.
Just in that. And then that next year she was getting ready to go to GCU for college, and she's
Yes.
like, "Mom, I don't think I can go. Like I need." And I go, "Oh, you're gonna go. Oh, it's okay. Like
Wow.
we're gonna do FaceTime. We're gonna talk about it." But she was so attached and loved that little girl, like her own.
Wow.
Really, our kids just love her.
Yeah.
And she still talks and does FaceTime. So they haven't
Yeah.
really lived together much because Layla was a year when Kylie went off to
Yes.
college,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
And so that kind of ties in because I was angry with Kylie because of her reaction and continued reaction. And this, now I was self-controlled, meaning I kept it maybe
Quiet
between
and
Amy and I
seething,
for the
yes.
most part, right? But it really upset me. And
Oh man.
and part of that process was understanding why Kylie felt the way she did.
Totally.
And it was because she wouldn't be able to watch her sister grow up. That she would be
Wow.
separated from that because of that age.
and
Wow.
our family was changing.
Yeah, and her family was
Yeah.
changing.
So this is
Wow.
going to change the dynamics, and she was worried. What was that going to look like?
Yeah,
Sure.
and that she wouldn't be part of
Be
it.
there, yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was, and so kind of once I understood
True.
that, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. And, which is a very sweet thing, but it wasn't communicated obviously in a mature way from her.
Sure.
In that
And it might not
case.
even have been that initially. It might have just been like the change.
Well,
is
it could have been at all of
scary.
it at once, and being
Yeah.
able to
Oh, gosh,
understand
it's
and
a lot.
express
She didn't know how
that
to process
would be really
all that.
hard. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, and so it's been neat to see like that relationship and how it's
That is so
different
amazing.
than
Yeah.
my siblings and I, mainly because of that age gap, and the timing of when that'll kind of
I
happen.
mean, Kylie
So,
doesn't punch the little one in the head like
No.
the boys would. Or
No,
okay,
she
okay,
just
that-
she was.
She just flew to Arizona to spend a week with her. Actually,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
Layla when she
Yeah, they would call. They'd talk all the time.
Yeah.
and yeah.
wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And listen, all your kids are great people. They're
We really
easy to
like
talk to.
Yeah.
They're great to hang out with.
Yeah.
Your son is borrowing a bottle jack from me right now.
Okay,
It's the
all
hook
right.
I
He
have
told
right
me that.
there.
He
Yeah.
goes, oh, I got to return that to
Hey,
Grace.
you know what? It's cool. He texted me. I was riding my bike.
Just cool at your neighbors.
And I was on
Yeah.
Briggsmore, and he texted me, "Hey man, I saw you on Briggsmore." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thanks for not hitting me
Yeah.
with your car." So excellent. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so you mentioned we're going to kind of land the plane here. One of the things you mentioned just now is how your church community actually communicated with your daughter unknowingly to like support her and all the things that were going on. And so our next conversation is going to be about community, because I think you guys do an amazing job at it. So thank you for answering our questions and listening to us and telling us some great stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Our
you're
pleasure.
welcome.
It's God's story.
Thank you for joining us today. If you've gotten anything from this podcast, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend.
And be sure to join us next time for our next question.